All the cycles.
Podcast. Spelled backwards.
Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb.
Hi there! Welcome to Podleadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Lex Basile Price, and oh my god, Tyra, it's crazy back here. The girls are getting dressed, their makeup and hair.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and you guys have created a beautiful girl, and on the inside too, but also very sexy.
And I'm JDB Crump, and Top Model is cooler and edgier than ever.
Oh,
I
and
had to go. I knew I was last, and I was like, it's the perfect one.
yeah. And we're, of course, talking about Cycle 19, Episode 12, the finale. The girl who becomes America's next top model.
Glad
Of
they
course,
brought that back.
Classic. I like it. I decided to retitle it The Girls Who Battle at the Most Famous Yet Infamous House.
That yet is doing so much work.
And yet, if you want to go to anchor.fm/podleadum, yet
Spotify for podcasters.com/podcast/podleadum, I think is what it is.
/podcast/podleadum/
Podcast.
And you can become yet a sponsor of yet another podcast, I'm assuming.
You have yet another dollar.
Oh, it finally worked.
I also had a title because I wasn't sure of our timing on this. The girl who was, is Sophie here? I was very confused.
Oh, I want to do one now too. The girl who asks for just a tip of advice.
Ew. Before we get into what is the most wild episode of Top Model we've ever seen.
Weirdest finale for
Not
sure, Z.
remembering this cycle meant truly remembering nothing about this finale. It was amazing.
Lex, do you have a recap?
I do. I have an episode 13 recap, which is where I like to have it.
You know, some hotels don't have an episode 13.
I hate you. In China, they don't have an episode 4.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 4 is an unlucky number.
Oh,
Chinese
cool.
culture. So it's the girl with the best top model freakout. And that is because throughout the episode, they have a top 10 Cycle 19 freakouts. And I figured it was best to just do them up front because otherwise it's constantly through the episode.
They gave us a Watch Mojo list.
Yes. So number 10 was Leela on horse/animals.
That was number 10.
Wow.
Number 9 was Maria versus Kelly. But I would argue, who's the freakout here? I don't think it's Maria.
No. I don't think she ever had enough emotions to freak.
No, she didn't care enough to freak out.
Number 8 was the I'm the real bitch conversation.
Again, 8th place. Low placements all.
Number 7 was Leela and Laura high school cryathon. Number 6 was Brian Boy v. Yvonne. Also, Brian Boy was the problem here.
I was about to
Indeed.
say.
Oh my God. I will get to it, but imagining Yvonne watching this finale was so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 was the Just Hit Me SmackDown.
Ooh,
Oh, sure.
Number 4 was Victoria's Leave Me Alone improv.
that's not a real freak out.
I agree.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Bitch Shut Up Showdown, Kristen's backstage.
Mhm.
And number 2 was all of Victoria's phone calls. I will
Wait, was that
leave-
number 1?
No. I will
that's-
leave number 1 because we have yet to discuss it, but it happens in the finale episode.
Oh, well, I mean, I can suppose,
Uh-huh.
I guess.
Kind of feels like the show was trying to get someone to quit.
Hmm. So we learned some interview, when they came in on auditions, we got some edits. Maria memorized the periodic table and recited it for the panel.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Jesse had a sex tape.
Did she show the panel? Why?
And Kiara had bad rap.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? I actually appreciate that they let
Leave
Jesse
any of
be on
that
the
in?
show.
Right?
But, like, I don't know. They have such a bad history.
I
with
know.
Anyone, from stripper to sex worker to whatever. And for them to know that and to allow stoner Jesse on this show.
We had a sweet moment of Kiara. This is all a redemption Kiara episode in a lot of ways because Kiara has a sweet moment at the first shoot when she's getting her hair professionally styled and makeup put on, she starts crying and is basically like, this is the first time this has ever happened. And it was
That's
so
really
sweet.
nice.
This is interesting that this aired after the finale.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like maybe they thought a mistake happened.
Yeah. There was a moment between Darian and Kiara where Darian says that Kiara is so pressed she has to walk around in her new panties. And then in the I'm the Real Bitch fight, Kiara called Darian ghetto fab in a really derogatory way.
Ooh. Okay, maybe it wasn't a full redemption.
Yeah, and then Darian was insulted and in her talking head called her out and called her a bougie bitch. And then the editors were rude to Darian about it to make her seem like the loser.
Oh.
At the acting and improv challenge, they had impromptu practice before they went down into the street. And I'll do the normal ones and then I'll do the Victoria ones. So Talila,
that could be your review of the whole recap.
Talila, hers was she walked in on her boyfriend kissing her mother. So she said, "Stop it, Mom, you're married." And Tyra responded, "I'm going through the change right now."
Oh my God.
Victoria's scenario was her fiance says, "I'm in love with your brother." Then it was cut through this whole section where she said these 3 quotes. "I never said that I was gonna give my virginity to anybody. I gave that to you because I felt we had a connection. I don't have a problem with gay marriage. I'm an open person." And "like a 3-way with my brother."
Wow.
Yeah, exploring parameters.
Really? Yes, and did some stuff. Okay.
We have a talking head from Kristen saying she didn't go to school, hates it.
What is the actual percentage of people that had gone to school?
We have footage of Patrick running across the yard
Great.
to come and visit them. We got a bubble bath of the gruesome foursome in the tub with plus Nastasia.
Cool.
Obviously the foursome of Laura.
Yeah, Laura, Kristen, Brittany, and Alyssa.
Yeah.
We know. I love that Brittany's in that group. There's something so funny
much.
to me.
Yeah. We have more footage of Kristen hating people. This time it's at Victoria when Alyssa leaves.
Ooh.
And Victoria called Kristen simple-minded.
This house did not like each other.
No.
Nope.
There was another good moment of Kiara when Victoria was saying she was sick after the go-sees. Kiara had good moments of like, I'm just trying to I'm just looking out for you kind of thing. Cutting out all these moments. There was more male model outings. This one included boat play where they were on banana boats, pedal boats, and there was lots of gratuitous footage of their bodies. And then Victoria...
Of the male models?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Victoria was being pestered by Bobby Rose, and she said she's a feminist and a virgin, and he was stroking her hand. It was gross.
Those 2 things are not mutually exclusive, babe.
Yeah. Losing my virginity would feel like invading my personal boundaries. I think Victoria may be asexual, and that's fine.
Yeah, it is.
There's actually something kind of interesting to me about someone who, as we've seen in her current update too, is very feminist. Like, she self-identifies as a feminist and is also not someone who, I want to be careful how I word this, and you can keep this in because I'm doing a mental exploration, but she is very virginity forward in all of this stuff, but also very clearly feminist. And that's not necessarily a combination that I think gets a lot of media attention necessarily.
I think
she's really sexual liberation is sometimes tied hand in hand.
I think it's bodily autonomy, right?
Yeah.
Remember how they were on horses last episode? Well, they also went swimming with the horses, on the horses. And it seems very cruel to the horses.
I don't even know what that means.
So that means you're riding on it, and then as you get into the water, the horses are swimming, and you might fall back and grab onto their tail, as Leela did, and then she got pooped on in the water. The horse pooped, it came right at her face.
Oh my God.
Leela just can't catch a break with animals in the water. Yeah, why would you even want to do that to the horse?
Why?
So then I'll bring up there's more stuff that happened in the episode, so I'll sprinkle that in. But this did reveal the guys on the show. They did the end of they did that scrawl at the bottom.
Where the boys at?
Yeah, but they refer to it as girls and guys, chicks and boys, bring your fierce and hunky smizes.
Chicks and boys.
Chicks and yeah, I was like chicks and
I
dicks.
can't wait for the mental gymnastics that Tyra and everyone has to go through to make the quote male version of all
Oh
of
my
the female
God.
things they've come out, because
Like smiling.
and don't abs just become something like
Boy abs. Yeah.
booch 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 or something? It's
Yes.
so silly.
Oh my God.
There was every time they went to commercial, they had a ANTM pop quiz because we remembered that this was college edition. So I thought that you two could play.
Oh no.
It's a 5 pop quiz. Ding, 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 ding. Ring a ding
This is
ding.
redemption for me when Hannah trounced me the last time we played a game on this podcast.
And it does the correct thing of quiz. It starts easy, gets harder. Okay.
Great.
I love that they did this. This is the actual reason to watch this. Okay.
Mhm.
Whose first and last single was Shake Your Body? Kelly Catrone, Johnny Wujek, me, Tyra Banks, or
No.
Brian Boy.
I would love to hear all 4 karaoke versions.
Yeah. And
it's
it was
me.
me.
Tyra.
And then they always have a parenthetical after the answer. So Tyra temporarily lost her mind when she thought she could be a singer. I argue temporarily, you said you wanted to be a singer for 10 years.
Years.
yeah, this was a journey of a lifetime for you.
Your dream came true.
Also, I'm sorry. Shake Your Body's fine.
Yeah,
That's
Shake Your
fine.
Body is not bad.
She hates that single more than other people hate that single.
I'm like, think of all the things you've done in your life, Tyra, and this is the one that you're like putting on a raft and shooting flaming arrows into.
Yeah. All right, question 2. Who has a Marc Jacobs bag named after him? Patrick, goes by feminine pronouns. Brian Boy, Johnny Wujek, or Rob Evans?
I want it to be Johnny.
Me too.
It's Brian Boy, and it's
Ugh.
called the BB bag. So barely,
BB barely. I've got to say though, good for Brian Boy.
right?
Yeah.
All right, question 3. Which girl puts glass in a bag and hits it with a hammer when she gets angry? Kristen, Kiara, Yvonne, or Alyssa?
Give me Alyssa.
It's Yvonne.
It is Alyssa. She
Ooh.
also deals by running and doing a yodel.
2-1, baby. 2-1.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Doing a yodel.
A yodel. Doing a yodel.
Alyssa, did you do your yodel today?
Uh-huh.
Alyssa, you seem really upset. Did you do your yodel?
You need to go do a yodel.
Yes, Mom.
All right, question 4. If you were to make Rob his favorite dinner, what would that be?
Boy, oh boy.
Spaghetti and meatballs,
Nothing with balls. Never. You would never.
sushi, jerk chicken, or cucumber beet salad?
Okay, we both need to guess. I'm gonna guess the jerk chicken.
Oh, spaghetti and meatballs.
It is jerk chicken.
Yeah.
And guess what? Rob can't stand cucumber beet salad. And I argue, when have you ever eaten a cucumber beet salad?
That's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Oh, a CBS? It's on every menu.
Oh, please let this be our Spotify poll. Have you ever had a CBS? Listen to the episode to know what the heck we're talking about.
And finally, number 5. Laura is a certified instructor in what? Pilates, aerobics, Lamaze, or scuba diving?
I'm going to say Pilates.
I'm gonna, since I have nothing to lose, since it's 3-1.
Because you already won? Yeah.
Lamaze.
It was Pilates.
Ah.
Of
Gotta
course,
make
I
it
would have also
competitive.
loved if it was Lamaze.
Oh my God. No, absolutely not.
She's been certified since 2009.
It is so of her era and demographic.
Mhm.
It
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
be anything else.
Yay, 3-2. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yay.
Those were actual questions.
Yes, the first one was dumb, but like the
Yeah.
other ones were actual questions.
The first one was the one you do to just prove that you're a fan at all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wish if all the recaps had done that, that would have been so much, and that's another way to present information.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Though I love that. I think that the fourth one almost feels like Tyra is trying to, like, Tyra asked the question so she would know what to make Rob.
If you were cooking
What would you do?
Thursday night at 8,
But it also just felt like an excuse for Tyra to shame Rob into eating his vegetables, playing even more into their weird dynamic.
Who will it be? Leela, the high fashion, gap toothed girl who made the first ever top model comeback.
okay.
Laura, the
Well-
curvy blonde bombshell, striving to step out of the shadow of her parents.
The best part of that is when she said blonde, it showed footage of her extremely brunette audition
Uh-huh.
video.
Mhm.
Or Kiara, the sultry athlete with the hard luck past that fuels her drive to win.
Did you love this unaired footage of Alicia Keys being like, oh, you can sing?
Oh, I did. I also love the tiny passive Tyron under John James that just said TV star.
And look, y'all, Laura is now, according to the show, canonically a plus-size contestant.
Uh-huh. Strong is the new skinny.
And look, she's been planting those seeds for most of the cycle, and then it finally blossomed in this episode.
And then, I can't say we cut to Tyra, I suppose, because
No.
she's been talking this whole time. But this is when we sort of start to discover the weird nesting structure of this episode.
This was so bizarre.
I will give it to them. I set up an attention because this was very different. And how often have we said how boring the finales are?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you
Very
right now,
true.
I'm bored.
No,
Nope.
it wasn't bored. Though it felt like they were trying to make it a live finale, even
Yes.
though it clearly is not.
You did, actually.
It was like they were showing the finale to a group of people as they were filming the finale.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It was so
It
strange.
was kind of like that.
Like these people sat there for hours.
Apparently, according
sh-
to our updates.
Absolutely sure.
Tonight, we're taking you to the mysteriously haunted Rose Hall Great House located in Montego Bay, Jamaica, for a terrifying runway finale like you've never seen before. Welcome to America's Next Top Model. Our competition has come down to our 3 finalists, and the battle for the fiercest will be fought here at Rose Hall, the most famous yet infamous house in all of Jamaica. Legend says that long ago, the mistress of the house, a beautiful and deadly woman, murdered husbands, lovers, and any woman whose smize rivaled her own.
Who knew that that was the first time we used the word smize was actually in this
The
legend.
first recorded instance of smizing.
So, Rose Hall Great House is currently a museum that showcases the slave history of the estate and the legend of the White Witch of Rose Hall. And it's basically this woman, according to the legend, that was from England, raised in Haiti. She then moved to Jamaica to marry a man and was a horrible, sadistic person, but also voodoo. And and then took a slave for a lover, but freed him, but also a lover. But then she got jealous about his niece or something and killed him and blah, 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 blah. What's wild about this is that in 2007, there was an investigation that concluded that the story was completely fake.
Yep.
That person never existed. And the name basically got pushed on from another person. And it was all based on a famous Jamaican novel published in 1929 called The White Witch of Rose Hall. But what's wild is that was 2007. This is 2012. They already have this thing of like, it's not real. This was not a person, blah, 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 blah.
Also, it's just gross in so many ways that the show double, triple, quadruples down on this story without ever mentioning the history of being a plantation.
Yep.
No, they make this whole thing a quirky episode of So Weird.
I looked up the air date of this episode because I was like, I wonder if it aired near Halloween. I wonder if it's that thing where, like, you know, Top Chef will always film a Christmas quickfire because that episode will air in December, even though they're filming it in August. This episode aired on November 16th.
No, we missed it. Tara's like, remember Halloween? Also, there are 2 things we cannot skip past. One, Sophie Sumner is portraying the ghostly mistress, the killer.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually like gasped when I saw it because I was like, oh God, it's Sophie. Did she want this? And then Tyra's delivering all that monologue in a silver white ice skater outfit that she never dons again.
Ice Dancer Ghost. I couldn't get over badly them. Badly them.
in the mirror.
In the red rum style writing.
Yes. Badly them.
I couldn't get over Tyra pronouncing prevail as prevail.
I also liked mysteriously haunted. Is it mysterious? Because you said you knew the story, so I would say not mystery.
It sounds like we know too much about this haunting.
I love that she was a woman who apparently murdered husbands and lovers, leading you to wonder if they were anybody's husbands or her own.
No, she killed anybody.
Lesbians.
You're his man, my hammer, ever my husband.
This is also, at the end of this, we see the Tyrus standing atop in front of Rose Hall, where a runway is. And this is the smallest group that has ever been collected for a final runway.
There's no real models.
Looks Jank City.
No, they put so much effort into talking about how this is a real fashion show with real couture fashion, and the only people walking in the show is the entire cast of this cycle. Entire. Who is in Jamaica?
Tyra says that we're presenting a show that embraces all the beauty of Jamaica, the people, the history, and of course the music. History, huh? Okay. The music is by DJ Crazy Neil, who has a laptop sticker that says, "I'm the DJ. Gotta love me." I looked up DJ Crazy Neil.
Oh, good. I did too. I hope we have some fun things about DJ Crazy Neil.
His Instagram profile says, award-winning DJ, producer, and entertainer, bringing the party, selling hashtag Hennessy and hashtag tequila and hashtag champagne and hashtag good vibes.
And then,
not just a DJ, hashtag Jamaica. And his personal website, once again, would not be allowed to open on my browser because of possible spyware.
It's a very old website.
Although, interestingly enough, and I don't want to read too much into this, I think DJ Crazy Neil might be a little bit of queer representation because everywhere the pronouns are listed as he, they.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It was just, and I mostly bring that up because we had such a thoughtful research and discussion about dance hall and music there that I was like, and again, that's as far as I could get. I could not confirm or deny. And at the end of the day, who cares? But like, I was like, okay, Crazy Neil. I just love that their whole thing is being a DJ.
Except
and then their last thing is like, but not just a DJ.
But not just a DJ. A crazy DJ.
It's a subgenre.
Honestly, anyone whose name is DJ Crazy Neil, I feel like when you're calling them, you'd be like, Neil, Crazy Neil.
Hey. Then they bring out a dance hall crew.
Could you hear Lex's finger quotes? And it felt like they were there to dance for 3 hours.
Yes.
We neglected to mention that Tyra did her Jamaican accent for this assembled audience. And then we get a Tyron that tells us our finalists are in hair and makeup. And there is 3 hours to go until the runway show starts. So the real horror story in this is a hostage situation.
Especially once you see what they're in, because they are trapped in these outfits.
Well, all but one person is trapped in these outfits.
Very, very true.
Different.
I love cutting to a live video feed of Johnny and Kelly, who are 7 feet away from what's happening.
And also, they then cut to Lori Taylor, who is bigger than this fucking show.
Yeah.
And Kelly tries to be like, oh, she's my client. That's why she's here. You're not as important as Lori Taylor.
But also, Lori Taylor is here for Johnny Wujek, not
yes.
Kelly Catrone.
Apparently babysat Johnny at some point.
If you want, go look up. Lori Taylor is the definition of hustling. She has been working.
Oh my God. It was like, we could do an episode
on Lori Taylor.
Oh, Lori Taylor. It's and I love that it's in. Johnny brought so many people to this cycle, and they all seemed nice or like Cobra Snake. And I think that's beautiful. I want to, that cut to Tyra, because again, if you haven't seen the episode, Tyra's like, sorry, not the cut to Tyra, the cut to Kelly and Johnny, who at this point, and I want to analyze this a little later, are arm in arm, but I was like, did they make up? Turns out no. Kelly's doing some damage control.
Yeah.
I wish they had done it local news style, where Tyra says her whole thing, and now to Kelly, and then Hi, Tyra.
We also see Davis Factor back there.
You sound like you were trying to rhyme. Davis Factor back there.
Back there. Who photographed Tyra at exactly the same age as you are.
All three of you.
The three of them that have never been the same age at one single time. Because if you look up their birthdays.
Also, have we ever seen these pictures of Tyra?
No.
It's fascinating to me that there's still more pictures of Tyra. They must be on the F tier pictures. Tyra must be like, well, here's what's left.
My mom just found these in the attic.
She's moving. She said, I have to get rid of them.
Tyra, oh my God. Oh my God. I would love an attic moment where she's like, Tyra, we got to get rid of some of these portfolios.
Oh, these ones that you snuck your bad pictures back into.
Ooh, what a niche drop.
Johnny's hat says catwalk.
Good.
Perfect.
Fun.
We get the returning girls give their opinion on who should win.
And guess who hasn't changed yet? Kristen.
I love this so much.
Because she says, I'm Team Laura because I love her and I think she's the prettiest and I want her to win.
Never change. And we know you do, but it was such like a I hate everything.
Nastasia wants Kiara to win because she's most improved.
And then Darian says Leela because she was brought back.
Guys, I'm going to say it. I know Leela is a top model fandom favorite, and I get why. We love someone who's a working model who is working.
Mhm.
And one of the most lengthy, had to edit it down updates that I'll ever give you. Did y'all like Leela on this show? And I know that's a big question. It's weird. I really expected to watch this cycle and be enamored with her. And I feel like the show wasn't interested in making us like her. And it also feels like the other contestants are just fine with her.
I just find her, I don't know if it's because this is the show's design or this is what she was like at the time. I find her to be almost entirely reactive.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff happens to Leela a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the big points for her in the show. And that is not somebody who I'm going to have a lot of feelings toward.
I also, and then in those moments where we see a lot of Leela, other than her being in situations where animals are not being treated necessarily the best and she got whatever. Otherwise, she's never correct. Like her viewpoint is never also, she's never on
One
like,
that you can get behind.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like in her fight with Laura, like they're both wrong completely. Like,
And she's not also that much better of a model on the show than all the other contestants that it feels like there was a grave injustice.
Exactly. I think that's a big part of it. Is I felt like I was going to go into this cycle. I knew the reputation, but didn't remember a lot about her. And I thought this was going to be one of those most shocking top two, and she's not even in the top two,
nope.
like most shocking things ever. And this entire time I'm like, yeah, guys, I get it. Yeah, I don't know. I would love truly though, listeners, tell us, are you just a huge fan of Leela, but is it her post-show work?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we then journey to the past.
First of all, I just want to pluck out a choice quote from Laura. I'm actually weirdly going to miss Laura.
Laura for podcasting, icon.
Great.
Yes. My parents didn't want me in this industry at all. But if I actually won, it would just mean the world to them. What?
Her relationship with her family is so nebulous at this point.
Mercurial. Oh, we almost said the same word.
Mhm.
So back to the past. Johnny's hat now says Kansas. And I didn't know if it was a reference to, like, we're not in Kansas anymore, or is it a 9 West shoot, so the ruby slippers?
Oh.
Well, then the back of the hat we see later says, wanna bet.
No, it's wanna be. It's what all
it's wanna be
it's
with a question mark?
It's always, yeah, it's always his.
Okay.
It's always
I was like,
be,
wanna
yeah.
bet.
So they're
Wanna
doing,
be
wanna
in
bet.
Kansas?
I want to
No,
bet
no.
on you, Johnny Woojack.
so they're doing their 9 West photo shoot.
And Kelly starts off this welcome to Kelly Catrone's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad footage. Because she starts by saying, 9 West is one of my most important clients, so don't fuck this up. Good luck. You're going to need it. It's a hot day.
And then Johnny just goes, oh, cutthroat.
So
This-
uncomfortable immediately.
Y'all, So the three of us were hanging out in real life.
Oh.
And I told the two of them that I was both looking forward to, because I think it's an incredible sequence of events, but also having to eat my words that Kelly had gotten better, because all the goodwill that she had slowly built up with me as not being the worst got eradicated right here. And it made me feel bad for Laura. What do you have to do for me to feel bad about a super relatable Laura? But Johnny is living he top model pedestal for me now.
Yes.
Oh, top tier, like, presence on the show.
Bring it back. I'm
Angel
gonna
of
find if I
Light.
can
Up
buy
there-
something from him.
Up there with DeYonker
Yeah.
as like people on this show who bring purity and goodness.
Yeah.
And knows how to stay out of something.
So Kelly gets into an argument with Jez Smith, who's doing the photography, because of course.
Yeah, he's back.
And Kelly, while fully directing the models, also is telling Laura, who's first up, that she needs to be standing for her clients. And Jez is like, well, I wish someone had told us that before, because we
6 hours ago.
Yeah.
We didn't light it correctly.
It's
for
not
that.
lit.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, fine. And then Kelly says, I think they should all be standing up for the client. Jez, okay, it would have been nice to know that 6 hours ago. Kelly, well, you should talk to the producers about it, dude. I'm talent on the show. Don't be bitching at me about it. Jez, I'm not bitching at you. I'm just telling you what I think. I'm entitled to an opinion unless you want to take the photos yourself. Kelly, to a producer off screen. That's pretty rude, right? No, it wasn't. Jez, yeah, whatever. Kelly, can someone else not to speak to me like this? Seriously, Jamie, I'm really upset. He's asking me if I want to take pictures myself and that I should have told him 6 hours ago. Jez, that's not what I said. Kelly, I'm not a producer. This is what he said, and Johnny heard him say it. Johnny says nothing.
Nothing.
He's his faces the entire time though.
Well, but
turning into a perfect circle smile of
well, and Johnny is just like focused on Laura, nodding at her, smiling at her, mouthing encouragement, like we're gonna get through this together.
Yeah.
Jez, well, I can't work like this. Kelly, then he says, do you want me to take the pictures yourself? That's what he says to me. Jez, I can't work like this. Kelly, I don't know what to say. He's being a real ass to me, okay? I'm not a producer. Jez, I said it would have been nice to know that 6 hours ago. Jez, I don't have these kind of dramas on my show. He is so upset. And before we get into it, number one freak out was this fight.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
We saw more after the fight. Kelly's defense is that she just starts dropping names. Drop. She's the victim.
Sure.
And then at the end of it, we get a weird on-scene talking head of Kelly saying, in Jez's defense, he seemed nice to models and got good shots.
Damage control.
So you were the problem. You were the problem.
We have often spoken on our podcast about how we don't intend to attempt to interview anybody involved with the process because it's not what our show is.
Yeah.
But every once in a while you find one where you wish you could interview them. Bring me producer Jamie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would be, we're not going to do it, to be clear.
No.
Please don't ask us to do this. I would be here to interview everyone that never got like interviewed by all the other things. And they are these obscure people that like 5 people will recognize because they hard cut to a sunglassed Jamie who is like,
It gets so bad they have to escort Laura
apparently got to do 5 frames.
Yeah, this is wild. And it's the one time, like I said, we've been feeling bad for Laura because she's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to shoot more. And guess what? She doesn't.
She doesn't.
Which I also don't understand that because they do get it together enough to shoot the other 2 contestants seemingly in full. So why not just...
I think there was a huge time. I don't know.
And Johnny sums up everything diplomatically and very well. And then also has to do the dual emotional labor of comforting Laura, who again is rightfully upset.
Yeah.
And then Johnny's perfect moment for me. By now she should know it's about selling the whole image head to toe. And I was like, this was about Leela, the next one, but someone clearly told him to say H to T. And his eye roll, I've never seen him roll his eyes. I didn't know if they could.
He at one point diplomatically basically says, "I hate Kelly."
Oh, absolutely.
It's. I feel like Jez, as the photographer, is trying to be creative and also get good shots, but he has to do what she says. In the end, she is the boss. And I truly hope that Yvonne watched this and took a big swig out of a bottle of something alcoholic and then smashed it on the floor, lit the place she was in on fire, and then exited.
I hope Yvonne and Louise together did that.
And then later, we'll talk about what she says during Kiara, but to finish the Johnny-ness of it all.
Yeah.
Johnny at the end says that it was good for Kelly to be here because she's the client, but people get crazy when they're around. And I mean, it's fashion. What's there to get crazy about? And I'm like, Johnny. No wonder you only lasted 2 cycles. You're like,
you hate this job.
Kelly tries to literally put her hands in everything. She's like shoving her hands into Leela's already done hair.
She's shoving her hand into a belt bag for Kiara while Johnny's like, the belt's fine.
And the way she speaks to Kiara is so markedly different than the way she speaks to Laura and Leela in a way that made me so incredibly uncomfortable.
She just screams, youthify, youthify. You can be sad and serious in your room.
Well, she does that honey thing.
Yeah.
Honey. That's what really got me.
Yeah.
Open your eyes, honey.
We've talked about it before, but the full embodiment of someone who can dish it and can't take a micro little anything.
A millimeter, just like Tyler would say.
Yeah, but she like immediately is the victim who, and it's the weird, like, I'm not a producer, I'm talent, but you're also producing the photo shoot, so you are. So
That's
you
the only
are
reason
responsible.
that you're nominally able to be here on the shoot.
She likes to be like, I'm the boss, I'm in charge of anything. Something goes wrong. It's not my fault.
I'm just here to judge.
Do you see how he's talking to me? You were the first person to curse at him. So, like...
And also, you were shouting and
at
screaming at the model the entire time. But even before it got to that, she was just screaming at the models. And also, here's the way to do it. If you are like, and I know we all know this, but I think it bears saying, it is fine if you are there representing the client 9 West to say, I think they would prefer more, if not all of these shots to be standing. We didn't light it for that. Okay, is there a way we can meet in the middle that we don't have to spend all this time?
Can we find a solution together?
Yeah. And what's so funny is my 2 favorite shots, which do not come from the top 3, are both seated.
Yep.
Because I think a shoe ad in some ways can be, because you can do more with your feet.
Oh, yeah. They're not having to stand on anything. It's so much easier. Back to the present, an audience member fully cringes at Kelly, which I loved. And then super relatable Laura knows that these dresses are exactly $33,000.
I've bought 5 of them.
Yeah. She was like, oh, I have this in my closet. 33? Great.
Then we jump back to the past again.
But the more recent past, maybe?
Yes.
Why are we rockying and bullwinkling our way through this finale?
Captions tells us who is speaking. The show does not. The person speaking is Jay Erico, who is the fashion director of Nylon. We'll see them in a minute. Right now, they're just a disembodied voice.
And I fully read it as Jericho.
Jericho, I love.
And they will be shooting for Nylon today all over Half Moon Resort with photographer Jimmy Fontaine, who just seems to be a successful photographer from his web presence.
With his little hipster camera.
I love. Also, what a name. Jimmy Fontaine.
And then Laura lies about being insecure again. She's such a liar.
I don't think that Laura thinks she's lying, though. I think she's created this false narrative. And she's had to say it for camera and performance so much that at some point I think it's become true.
Yeah.
Remember, her perception is her
reality.
truth.
Jay Erico breaks the show casually by saying, commercial's not bad. Commercial makes money.
Yikes.
Also, Laura gives the critique that Kiara gives the same thing in every photo. She's the one who gives the most variety of the top 3.
We get a full business blur on Leela.
Like, does she just wear nothing underneath? Like,
was
what's happening?
Heavy.
Yeah, it was like half the screen. I went up and adjusted my television because I thought something had gone wrong.
I will say this Leela seemed the most fun.
Yes.
Swinging off the tree, really going for it, picking up that gross crab, and
Oh
then
my
being like,
God.
oh, it's rotting and there are bugs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently she's given a lot of creative control over what she's doing, and she's just going
I think that's
for
because
it.
Jay Erico liked Leela. I think he's like, if anyone, she's like giving the nylon.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
she
the
gets
only one
the
that he's
nylon
hiring.
look.
She
Yeah.
is actually the only one he's hiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wish we had seen these photos.
Oh, yeah. it's
I,
great that we
I
did.
found Laura's.
Oh,
I want to say before we get, because we're about to get family time,
Mhm.
and the first mention of Leela having one, and then the music. This is such a niche reference, but for the 0.005% of you who will get this, the music during Laura's weird fake second shoot that's just to set up to see her family is
Mm.
exactly the music from the Nintendo game Micro Machines.
Oh,
I mean, it is exactly the track. I played them back to back for myself, and I gotta know. So if you're out there and you remember the Nintendo game Micro Machines, who did you drive as? I was a cherry boy.
we cut back to the present extremely briefly.
Yep.
So Tyra can say, and then there was a huge surprise for each finalist. And it really made me think that Tyra was just really missing the Tyra show. And that's why she structured the finale this
Maybe.
way.
I think she does. I think this has been a thing we've seen the undercurrents of the entire time. I'll be fascinated to see if it increases.
But also, this is not a surprise. We are looking at the parents
We
sitting
have been
there.
seeing them for the whole episode.
Especially when one of your parents is from
Famous.
fucking Dallas.
This is, I will say, one of Laura's best moments on the
Yeah.
show. Once again, when
Yes.
Laura drops all of her acts and
Yes.
you just see who she is, that is when she is actually likable.
And who she is, her parents might have just been vacationing in Jamaica because she says, is this supposed to happen? As though it is a possibility that they are vacationing.
I loved it. Was so heartwarming to me though that Laura's trying to continue working,
Yes.
but like falling apart, seeing her parents and her going, "Is this supposed to happen?" Her mom's like, "Yes, you can stop working." It was so sweet, and then she's so overcome that she can't form sentences anymore, and so she says, "It's like their big support is here in front of me," and I'm like, "That no part of that was a sentence, Laura. She truly." Victoria loves her mom. Laura also very much has it seems like a
Yeah.
great relationship with her mother.
Yes.
Leela's mother sneaks up on her to like
Violently.
assassinate her in an Assassin's Creed game.
But I love the height difference between Leela
my
and her
God.
mom so much.
All the models and their mamas, you're just like, it's so different.
And Kiara has her grandmother's face. They look exactly alike.
Her grandmother looks amazing also. This vacation ensemble.
Uh-huh.
And I was
for real.
so glad that she drove up in a van. I was like, thank
Oh.
you for not making this woman walk forever.
Yes.
And then Kiara can't even like make it all the way to her. She just like takes a couple of steps and just
Breaks down.
collapses. And then and this is how I know she is an athlete, powers through. She's like, nope, gotta get up. It's all very sweet. This is actually, to me, one of the better seeing everyone's family moments.
Yes, I
Yes.
agree.
Everything was sincere.
It's because it wasn't around Tyra.
Well, and because they each got to do it on their own without
Yeah.
like watching each other's families come in. They got to have their own distinct moment.
Ooh.
Later when Tyra meets all of them, it's weird.
So
like, what are
Tyra
the-
doesn't know who they are.
Tyra acts like she doesn't know what humans are.
She tells Leela's mother that she birthed a giant.
It does need to be said that Leela's mom can get it. Leela's mom is in amazing shape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, when Tyra says habla español to Kiara's grandmother and then proceeds to not speak at all in Spanish,
It was nice that she wanted to try.
sure.
Tyra's going around backstage area because all the family gets to be with them backstage because apparently they were there for hours upon
Hours.
hours. So, and Tyra's, I cannot emphasize this enough, listeners. Tyra's interactions with all of these mothers and grandmothers are all equally weird, goofy, silly, and Tyra feels tired,
Yes.
but like punching through. You know when you have a 5-hour energy,
And
but you're
at
on like
4.
hour 2. Okay, our body chemistries are clearly different.
Sure.
But yes, But you know what I mean.
Yes,
and you're
yes,
just like
yes.
powering through because she also makes Leela's mom do her model walk. And then she's like, yeah, you got it. But Leela does it. It's like, what are you doing?
She tells Laura's parents that Laura is sexy. And also doesn't seem to remember that Laura's mother was a model.
Yeah.
Also, and I think the performance is down a little bit because Laura continues to be authentic Laura.
Mhm.
And I like this. It's a tiny blink and you'll miss it moment, but when Tyra comes up, Laura goes, oh, you look so good. I'm like, what a real moment you had with Tyra that contestants can never achieve.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyra, hey, you've been looking pretty messed up this cycle, but that's pretty good. And she is. It's one of Tyra's best looks.
Then we learn that Tyra just saw Sleep No More because she makes the full audience put on masks.
And not just masks. They're the Sleep No More masks.
And of the contestants asks, what fate beholds them?
And then,
Oh my God.
right before we leave and go into the short film,
The theatrical production.
Look, Rob took an on-camera class.
Tyra says the most perfect sentence, though, to Laura and her family. It runs in the family. TV star, model, and now it's you. Just another model? What are you?
TV star.
On a TV show.
But that's...
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm scared of cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
So yeah, let's get into this slasher film.
Okay.
So we have a team of ghost hunters led by Rob Evans.
There is only one person who is acting correct in a spooky movie.
Kiara.
Leela.
Oh.
Kiara's the one who's like too happy and doesn't recognize that anything is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that choice.
I do too. I think it's appropriate in a horror movie.
We could all just agree that the worst was Laura, who was sexy walking.
Oh my god, just stroking
Touching
everything.
And then, in the context of the story of this mystery,
Mhm.
Rob, I hate having to talk about this. This woman who took slaves as her lovers
Uh-huh.
have Sophie have to be a succubus that's enticing Rob?
Rob sees the ghost of Sophie and then falls asleep on a fainting couch. Sophie molests his face while the three finalists yuck it up just outside the room, unconscious of what is
within
happening.
eye shot, though, to be clear.
Then Rob wakes up, frantically runs out of the room, and looks over the banister to discover that his three ghost hunters have been murdered.
Because Sophie has pushed them off the stairs.
And they've all ended
But then
perfectly.
she comes back and pulls him away for ghost sex. And then we get this narration from Tyra. Within these walls, the jealousy of the mistress has been awakened. So put on your mask to protect yourselves. Her anger has claimed the earthly lives of Leela, Kiara, and Laura. And now their spirit bodies must take to the runway to reclaim their mortal smizes and fight for the title of America's Next Top Model.
Reclaim their mortal smizes.
Their spirit bodies.
Also, I wonder if Sophie filmed all of this and then later did a Lex and looked up all this info. It was like, oh,
Oh, no.
oh,
No.
God. Oh, no.
Well, they also had her whispering, but that was not Sophie's voice.
No. Then
Then the judges get to remove their Sleep No More masks in unison, while the rest of the audience has to keep them on for the entire show, except for the parents of the contestants, who I guess get to take them off while their children are
Yes.
walking.
Okay, just a quick thing about Amato Haute Couture. They describe that every ensemble is a tribute to the silent strength of women.
Okay.
Amato has a visual directory that goes from romantic Shakespearean tales of a different era to the sensual styling of Mata Hari meeting modern space sirens.
Hmm?
And it's the team is the designer and then the money guy is from UAE, but the designer Ferne One, not sure, was, quote, born in the creative capital of Asia, Philippines. So,
Okay.
yep. Don't worry. We don't need to learn anything about them because the show has no interest. They don't even mention it in this
No.
episode. The only reason we know is because last episode they mentioned it.
Yeah, which is so funny because it's very specific clothes.
Uh-huh.
Very specific clothes.
And the dresses do actually look extremely haute couture.
They do.
Very difficult to wear, particularly for 2 out of our 3 contestants.
Yes.
There's a lot of face covering. There's a lot of impaired sight
Vision.
lines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, especially because they can't look down.
And there's so
And
many
this
stairs.
is stairs.
There's
This
so
is
many.
they walked away from that boulder in cycle 7 so these girls could run away from it. Like,
Also, the other models are everyone but Quitter Maria.
Mhm.
I left Victoria,
Uh-huh.
and I'm pretty sure Victoria left, so I could leave Jessie.
no, I saw one glimpse of Jessie.
Did you?
Not
There was-
walking, but
there was-
backstage.
There was a
Oh.
moment, a
Mhm.
blink and you'll miss it.
Okay.
Yeah, but they didn't show. They had no interest in showing us more Jessie. All of the models,
Oh my god.
when they are on the runway, are going to be given a Halloween Express font.
You sure are.
Also,
They
one
teleport.
I just want to make sure I say this now. They get some very quick critiques of the non-top 3, and they're fine. And then Darian comes out, and the critique of Darian is, "Here comes Darian." Darian, I'm here to say I'm sorry for what this show did to you.
Yeah.
I've seen your pictures.
Not great.
You were gonna win, but like they treated you pretty bad.
But also Tyra saying of Nastasia, she's a good model. Like it's a surprise.
Then they don't just walk down the runway.
No.
They teleport short distance. They like misty step if you're a D&D player down the runway. And then at
And
the
the entire
end,
Cut on
time-
jump cut.
The entire time, the giant screens that had been playing
smoke.
the finale during the finale show us like some writhing lady who I don't think is Sophie, but might be.
There's a lady at the top also that we never focus on, but you see this woman standing on the balcony, wiggling her arms the whole time. And then at the end of the runway, they
That
show
was
us.
Jesse.
Ah! At the end of the runway, they disappear because, spoiler alert, they don't get to walk back. They have to get off the stage and
Onto
into
the grass. Except we are going to see it once, aren't
One
we?
time.
Mhm.
Let's just talk about it now, because it's the most interesting thing of the runway. Leela falls not once but twice.
Mm-hmm.
She falls on the stairs, does a decent recovery in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, she got up pretty quick.
But then, in this magic effect, jumping off the front of the stage, nearly gets clobbered by the ground.
Yeah.
And there's it's so bad that when she gets backstage, everyone's like applauding her for surviving.
And also, it looks like the person that brought her backstage doesn't work for the show.
No.
Who is the
That's just
striped
a
shirted
nice lady
stage
in
mom?
a maxi dress.
Like, she like lets her go and is like, "Are you okay? Can I leave?"
If I go backstage, can I take off my mask and leave?
Laura looks good in the makeup and has a nondescript walk.
Uh-huh.
She also has by far the 2 easiest pieces to wear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of them is see-through. She has like a thing in front of her face that she can see through, and the other doesn't cover her face at all.
Tyra does yell at her about her hand,
Yeah.
but you know I always hate when they yell from the audience.
There
to
was
the
way
runway.
too much yelling. All of them felt empowered to yell, including Brian Boy, which like fuck off into the sun now, please.
Yeah. It's not a real runway show. And then they put Yvonne in a sack.
Oh yeah.
Kiara kills it.
She does. She does have a panic attack a little bit backstage.
I didn't think that was a panic attack. I think that she could not actually breathe in that dress.
Oh, maybe.
I think that dress was actually strangling her.
I think what happened is a combination of the two. I think she was nervous. Then the sensation of the dress
So restrictive.
started creating the feeling of a panic attack, which made her think, I'm having a panic attack, which made her have a panic attack. I think it's a deadly combination of the two. But she gets
back into it
she
so
does.
fast.
And she has the best walk by far.
Oh my gosh.
Also, why are there the men with tiki torches standing there?
They love to do that at these runway shows.
So, panel.
And then finally, the audience gets to take their masks off.
You get to panel, and they're all wearing more the ready-to-wear versions of
Yes.
these dresses, if such a thing exists. And I honestly think across the board, all three look great.
Yeah, I wish they gave Kiara also a longer gown because they gave her the party cocktail dress.
Yeah, Leela and Laura definitely got I thought they were going to be the final two because I thought they got the finale dress. You know how
Yeah.
we always talk about one's the finale and one's
Yeah.
the runner-up? Kiara definitely got the runner-up outfit.
Mm.
They also kept that they're still ghosts. They're not going to get their bodies back yet because they fade them in and out as they're getting to their places.
So silly.
Tyra's dress is the wrong proportions.
I am going to say I liked this hair a lot. I thought this
Yes.
hair was cool and
I
looked
like the
great
hair.
on her.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just been, y'all, a review of this cycle. Not a good styling for Tyra's cycle.
No.
And this is where we learn, sort of, because they have to sort of keep explaining how exactly this is going to get scored, because it sure seems like the finale scoring was not thought through in advance.
Nope.
No.
But at this point, Tyra says they will be the judges will evaluate their body of work, and they will take averages of their social media scores and challenge scores.
Also, what is Tyra saying about Brian Boy?
What?
Because this is more ADR again.
I gotta know. What she must have said something. So I wonder if it was his role within the show.
Yeah, it's weird. Maybe it was something that now that the battle back has been done, he was being described differently.
Maybe. Oh, interesting.
So they're going to, in the weirdest way possible, evaluate the models on the runway show one by one, but they don't get to go back.
No. Once you're called up, you stand up there.
Which wasn't clear at first because until Leela's, it was edited in such a way that you did think they went
Yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm.
So Laura's evaluation was bad walk, not runway, commercial look.
There's this moment when Laura says that she's scared to be too sexy. And I do think that this is her actually saying why she's afraid she won't win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is real. And then Tyra responds, you should be scared of that. And you hear Rob in the background go, oh, my bad. Because he was clearly telling Laura, don't worry about that. Be as sexy as possible.
Yeah.
I missed that.
And then we get, it's important to know how to harness that sexy and what? Gucci tooch it back and not always booty tooch it.
Gucci Tooch It Back is visceral.
And dear sweet listeners, that won't even be the weirdest version of Tooch we'll hear.
No, somehow my soul has not quite left my body.
You didn't know there was more soul to leave.
Yeah.
Kiara, good walk, athletic agility. Do you remember she's an athlete?
For Kelly to give an actual unqualified compliment was incredible.
Wild. And Leela, I have a question. Why would Kelly be fired for hiring Leela?
Once again, the way every judge reacted to this, except for Tyra, was so inappropriate because on one side, you've got Rob going, no, she knows what she's about to say. And when Leela falls in the video, literally saying, boom, out loud.
Like it's a fucking World Star video.
Uh-huh.
Like it was so weird. You're not on ridiculousness, you're on Top Model.
And then Leela just trying to give a bare minimum of explanation, being cut off by Kelly Catrone in full asshole mode.
Fully fighting with her.
And yeah, Tyra gives the only critique that, like, swinging your arms will help you with balance. It'll
Actual
also...
helpful critique.
Yeah, because again, Tyra's at her best when everyone else is at her worst. But then there's something about then Leela does it standing, and then Tyra's like, yes, confidence, strength. And I'm like, all right.
No. Off the deep end. So, let's go over the photos.
The 9 West photos.
Laura's first.
I quite like it, actually.
Pretty good, I think.
I do
I
too.
think the styling with the shoe is pretty incredible.
Yes.
I do too.
It does kind of look like she's playing hide and seek.
Little.
Yeah, I think she got some great styling. Yeah.
Her hair
Yeah.
looks good. I like her hands.
She's selling the outfit and the shoes, I think, and the bracelets.
Yeah,
the
and
bracelets
to
look cute.
give Laura some credit, they put her in like athletic looking wear. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's very bodycon. The bralette top, like I think it works. Her skin is the wrong color against the wall,
Right.
but I
Sure.
think she's doing pretty well.
Yeah, and I like that there's like a little film noir to it.
Mm-hmm.
And they bring up what Kelly tries to pass off as a little argument.
Oh
and then
my
Tyra
god.
correctly says that was a throwdown.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, how did that unprofessional throwdown make you feel? And Laura expresses like, I was like, it didn't involve me and I was upset and I just thought I wouldn't get a good shot because of it. And I was like, good way to respond to that.
I still want to be hired by Jez Smith.
Yeah, right. And then, new Tooch alert. Wake up, y'all. New Tooch dropped because
Tooch.
that's... I have a snooch alarm instead of a snooze alarm. And
Put that
Tyra
alarm on Snooch.
Tyra describes what Laura is doing with her feet as a shoe tooch. A shooch.
She
A
said
shoey
shooey
tooch.
tooch.
A
Shoey tooch.
Shoey tooch. It's a shooch.
And that was what I wrote. Lord, please take me.
This is within God's plan that I need to leave.
Jesus, can you take the wheel and drive it right off that dock? And then Popsicle Girl is back.
Was it?
But not with Pop, because it was definitely Popsicle Girl's partner.
hmm
Oh, but no popsicle.
Yeah.
That's
She
why I
was done
didn't
with a
recognize her.
popsicle.
And this time they both talked.
Well, you can talk when you don't have a popsicle.
Kiara's next. Oh boy.
Oh, poor Kiara. And Tyra gives another good critique that when the photographer's on the ground,
Yeah.
if you lean back, you're going to have what she calls pea head. And that is a big problem with this, is the proportions of this photo
It's
are very weird.
So
That is-
weird.
That is the problem with
The
this photo,
problem.
is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Because her head is so tiny.
Yeah.
And the ponytail is so large.
So big. And the one hip going out, it makes it's not good. The styling is also pretty ugly.
I think this is actually one of the worst Kiara photos, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, the expression's not good. She looks uncomfortable in a very slouchy position, which is sort of hard to pull off.
Yet the feet look weirdly parallel.
Yeah. Just not good. She also, compared to the other two top three folks, she got a very different setup.
Yeah.
The other two got wall,
Mhm.
and then she got,
Fruit stand.
yeah, very different situation, which is neither here nor there. This is not a good picture, and some of this is definitely on Kiara.
Yeah.
But then Brian Boy has to do the
Oh.
whole, Kiara, I've supported you throughout this competition, but I'm disappointed.
Oh,
And then Leela's next up. I don't think this photo's that great.
Mind it.
I think it's fine. I don't necessarily comment on the fashion choices as much, but this weird Barbie sparkle shoe that they
Yes.
put her in that matches nothing else.
And also,
Nothing.
why is her dress matched to the wall again? Like,
Yeah, they do that a lot in this.
I do think her face looks really different here and
Yeah.
still very
Yeah.
striking and gorgeous.
And I actually appreciate that it's a photo of her with her hair pulled out of her face,
Yes.
which is nice.
Tyra teaches us about the gestation period of clothes because she says that basically, I didn't write it down, so forgive me. Commercial fucked high fashion, and 9 months later, this was born.
And but the thing is, Kelly Catrone is so upset and shocked by this metaphor, and I don't understand why Kelly Catrone is so sex negative.
Right?
It's a very mild metaphor. Like, it's weird, but
But fine.
not
No, it's not so weird.
X-rated.
Let us not act like it is not a common thing to say blank and blank had sex
Had
and
a
this was the
baby.
baby. And
Mhm.
Tyra even does no sex before marriage because later she's like, and they're married.
And then we get the fan interaction that breaks Tyra because the fan made a eyes to Rob at the end of
Camden. Fan Camden.
Fan Camden needs to take a cold shower because was all like Rob, blah, blah, blah. And then Tyra's like, Did you hear that? Did you hear that? They want you?
Weirdly, my favorite part about Fan Camden was the poncho that they were wearing because it put me right back in a time and a place.
Also, apparently, Fan Camden has been in the bag for Leela the entire time. I'm like, you're the first we've heard of, because every other time they're like, Leela, your fans hate you.
Hate you.
You, garbage to them.
So be grateful they brought you back.
Let's talk about these eliminated photos real quick. So, there are 2. And a third that I like. Nastasia's is an ad. It is so well done. You know it's a shoe ad, but it could be a dress ad. It could be a hair ad.
She looks stunning.
And it's a different photo for her.
Yeah.
And then Kristen, again.
Kristen on this chair.
The cropping's a little weird on this
Sure.
photo, but
I like
Still.
Britney's too.
I love Britney's. I think Britney's is great.
she was my third. I mean, also, this is just such a...
Sorry, your hat correspondent breaking back in to say also a high difficulty hat on Britney.
Also, Britney's is the one that you can see where they would put text and stuff. Like, it actually looks like... And also, Britney got ugly shoes.
Ooh, these are
Yes.
hideous.
Whoa. I mean, Kristen's are... Oh my god.
And then poor Darian didn't actually get to do a photo shoot. They took hers at Craft Services.
Why is she holding a drink? They would never allow
She's on a
this.
drink cart, and also the drink cart at the bottom says Dirty Foot.
Victoria's, of course, is insane.
Oh my
because once
God.
again, she was not there.
Victoria's is wild. And this is why I thought that Jessie wasn't there. Because Jessie also looks photoshopped into her photo.
That's kind of actually. And Yvonne once again was like, I'm not gonna.
Not gonna do this.
Thanks. I'll just nope myself out of here.
Weirdly, one of Destiny's best, but the pants are so ugly and they...
Oh, whoa.
Alyssa's is interesting because it kind of doesn't look like Alyssa.
No,
Her
they,
face looks very different. I don't know
they
if it's
also
the
like cut
makeup
her
or
hair or something.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, there were 3 better photos than the 3 photos that
Yeah.
we got.
Wildly better. God, Anastasia is so beautiful.
This is the problem with continuing to take
Mhm.
photos after the fact, is that part of me is like, should our top 3 have been villain Kristen, good girl but probably third place Brittany,
Brittany.
and winner Nastasia?
Winner Nastasia.
Yes. Then we get private panel. Came back.
I have a real question about private panel. So ultimately, we have heard that they're going to average their challenge scores together, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they're going to average their fan scores together, which murkier to me.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But then Tyra, Kelly, and Rob are each going to give a score.
Of their body of work?
Is it body of work or just this photo?
I
don't
think
it's
body
clear.
of work.
It's supposed to be body of work. That's what Tyra says.
And someone
It's
gets a
supposed to be.
10.
Well,
Well,
Okay. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I was genuinely confused about what they were doing, though.
there was also so much over talking going on.
and I know I say this every finale, but I'm really bummed to not see the nylon photos, especially because we hear that they responded so much more strongly to Leela than anyone else.
Well, I saw the Laura ones,
Uh-huh.
and they're bad.
Oh,
They're really bad.
Yeah. She's trying to look tough, which is not a strength
No.
that Laura has.
They're
Oh,
just,
I just saw them.
they're
I think her
Ooh.
Smashbox is nice.
yeah, I think
Her
the Smashbox is nice.
actually.
This
Mhm.
is the color of her skin. It should be.
Yeah.
It just this picture of her in the red outfit.
That's the one where she's really like where she's really trying to
Oh,
perform
her,
toughness.
her Smashbox is truly lovely, though.
Yeah.
And look, dark eyebrows, weird. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
So
Did you know that Laura wins, everybody?
Whoop-de-doop.
they only really talk about a few photos that we see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Zombie, waterfall, sometimes black and white Rob photo shoot, and
Mhm.
sometimes steampunk, and Dream Come True gets in there.
Tyra says that women who are athletes can't be soft. Cool.
Ryan Boy,
Ryan boy.
says that Laura looks like she's in a porno with Rob Evans.
And then everyone
When
goes
Rob
on the
is shocked by an inappropriately sexual comment,
everyone goes on the
you know it's bad.
Kelly hates Rob. Rob hates Kelly. Everybody hates Brian Boy. How does he last 2 cycles?
Also, your opinion About the photos does not matter. You should not be talking about them. You're only talking about fan scores, but we've already done them, so it shouldn't fucking.
Let me rewrite history. Imagine, if you will, Brian Boy wasn't who he is. But he was a social media correspondent. In this, it would have been cool for them to have discussed a photo and then been like, Brian Boy, was that one that the fans scored highly or not? What does the public say?
Right.
Actually, the fans disagreed with you. That was one of the highest scoring that week. Interesting. Like, that would have been such a good use of this.
I also think, so for me, the reason that taking the average of the social media scores is so problematic is that it does not allow for growth to be taken into account. And it would be nice, like, if Brian Boy had actually been doing the job that we were told that he had, it would be nice for him to say, you know, these scores started out low, but man, she really worked hard and got those scores up and made the fans fall in love with her. Or, wow, she was really consistent the whole time. That's pretty impressive. Like, any kind of perspective on that.
It should be not the average of scores, maybe. The problem is we're adding them, right? But instead of the average of the scores, it's the like plotting of the data would have been more important.
Yes.
Also, I think that the challenge scores is weird because one of the contestants wasn't here for half of them. So the weighting is really odd.
Yeah. Now, was that person also not particularly great at challenges?
Sure.
So maybe it kind of mooted itself out?
Sure, I'm not saying
Absolutely.
it like went either way. It's just a weird system when you're bringing someone back.
I'll say that when we get to the challenge scores, I was impressed by the average of one of them.
Yeah.
Also, Rob does not know Leela's name and calls her Layla.
He does call her Layla. So, Tyra, let's go. I think it is kind of important to tell their body of work scores.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Oh, absolutely.
So, Leela gets an 8 from Tyra, an 8 from Kelly, and a 7 from Rob when she's been first call out like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Was she?
At least
I mean,
twice.
this was Leela first. Yeah, at least twice. I just actually can't remember.
Yeah. Kiara, 7 from Tyra. Woof de doof de.
What?
8 from Kelly and 9 from Rob. And then Laura got a 9, 9, and 10. So there's literally no way this person just can't win. Their score is ridiculous.
And if you are taking it on their body of work, someone who has been in the bottom several times to receive a perfect 10.
Like, I don't think Kiara takes that great pictures until near the end, but she was only in the bottom like once. And
Yeah.
Leela was only in the bottom, what, once or twice?
Here, let's actually, I looked it up real quick just because I was interested in the in the top. So, besides this episode, Kiara has had one first call out. And she's been in the bottom 2 once. Leela has had 2 first call outs and obviously was eliminated.
Right.
Yeah. And you remember when? Nastasia had 3 first call outs and the first time she was in the bottom 2 got eliminated. Laura has 3 first call outs, but was also in the bottom 2 3 times.
Never gets discussed.
No.
Never gets discussed. And then Victoria and Kristen also got a first call out. But I think both times Victoria was in the bottom twice before she got eliminated, and Kristen only the one time. So again, it because there is an interesting journey to be had with
And
Laura.
Brittany was a second place and then got in the bottom like
in every single photo shoot, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's an interesting thing to talk about Laura's inconsistency, that she's either slamming or practically the worst. And that's an actual interesting storyline for her.
Yes.
That the show is just not interested in telling, even though we've told it before.
So when they come back, the way they present this is so stupid.
Y'all, I had actual disassociation when Tyra said, the first name that I'm going to call is
It's
not
not.
America's Next Top Model.
Like, this couldn't have been any different than every other finale ever.
No.
In every way.
I literally just thought they were going to boop, 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 all 3 of their scores, and the winner was going to be
They
presented.
wanted to make it canonical who was
Yeah.
third.
And the best part about Leela coming third, because she also has a 6.7 challenge score and a 5.5 fan average score,
Which is third lowest of the 3 challenge, second in
Highest
fan.
of the fan.
is that they zoom in on her receipts and they spotlight each
Yes.
number with a little spotlight.
As if we wouldn't believe them.
I just love the continuing of that. And as we're talking to Leela, the numbers for Laura and Kiara are still going.
Yep, silently in the background the whole time. I did think it was really nice for all of the contestants that their families were there to either
when they went
cheer
backstage
or comfort. I
like
thought that
that
was
too.
a really nice thing.
And then Kiara is second place.
But y'all, I did not remember nor think that Kiara was second place.
No.
I'm glad for it, actually.
Yes.
But I thought this was going to be Laura v. Leela. That felt like what the show was building up to. But you realize that Kiara had a challenge average of 8.3.
insane.
And there weren't even that many 10s given out.
No. And her fan vote, because of course, was a 4-3.
That's 7 from Tyra, though.
Is
Because then the gap is so big between
Huge.
Kiara and Laura. Like the gap
Yes.
between it would actually been more interesting for it to have been Leela and Kiara because the gap is less than a point. Well, no, it's 1.5 basically.
sure. But Laura comes out with a 41 with like a 5-point lead almost. And so a challenge score of 7-6 and a fan vote of
Quite
5.
high.
Yeah. And a
Which is-
fan vote of 5-6.
Look, Kiara and Laura won practically every challenge, and
Yeah.
I at least appreciate that the winner had the highest fan average.
Yeah.
It'd have been weird if it wasn't.
Did not expect her to sob quite that loudly
She
on winning.
was so crying so much.
Laura had been crying a lot. I think
A
she was
lot.
really getting shaken by this.
It was
Yeah.
very strange for Tyra to comfort Kiara by saying, "You can sing."
Did Tyra or did
That's-
Tyra months later
Later.
comfort
That-
her by like, and
I
Kiara,
know we
can sing.
have said so many times, this is the craziest ADR on the show, but genuinely, if she had said that in the moment, that would have been weird, but I could kind of get it. But to pick that to edit in?
It also is one of those, you're not a model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a model. Maybe singer?
I thought it was very, very classy that Kiara said congratulations to
Yes.
Laura before she left the room.
Kiara's always going to be professional. She
Yep.
really is. And like Kate Upton before her.
Oh my God.
We get another replay of representing girls who are healthy.
And her parents are very sweet.
Yes.
Her parents are
Yes.
overwhelmed.
There is a phrase that Laura says, though, that is said a lot and is not a good thing. And you're telling on yourself. When you say the phrase, "I've never seen my father cry."
That being said, though, I can't tell you at her age if I had seen my dad cry.
Fair.
Maybe.
Yeah. But also, I can't tell you if I've seen a family member cry at that point. But we just weren't that family. We are now. Now I've seen them cry
Sure.
a ton.
Tyra announces that she's getting her bonus money. We're still not clear about this bonus money, by the way.
No.
This bonus money for challenges to be put towards college, but Laura is finished with college.
They do confirm it's extra.
Sure.
So it's
They did.
130. Because Kiara, they were like, you'll get 140.
Time to get that culinary arts degree.
It's just a bonus. Be a Maria. Just get a bonus. Get a bonus education.
Get out there, Laura, and show the world your flossom curves.
These Tyra Laura photos.
They really
Sweet baby
happened.
J.
They really
We
happened.
saw it.
Oh my Lord.
The yelling at each other Tyra grabbing her face and both of them open mouth screaming at each other is weird.
And in the one they picked, the one they settled on, Tyra looks very photoshopped, very smoothed.
And nipped.
It's not a bad picture of Laura in the final one, though.
No,
Their hands Laura's hand is terrifying.
Tyra's is also weird.
Sure, but Laura's is like, it looks like she has 6 fingers
Yeah, but look at where Tyra's hand is placed.
on
Laura's
her
body.
crotch.
Maybe AI made it. They love extra fingies.
Look, it doesn't look like she has a thumb. It looks like she has 5 long fingers.
Okay. Well, I gotta do the most updates ever. All right, we'll start with Leela. Leela Goldcool, spelled Goldkuhl. Goldcool. And one of the wilder Instagram handles, Leals for Reals. And then a very telling bio, pronounced Leela. Mom times 2, wifey, Capricorn, and that
What?
makes sense. And model. as someone who I am also in the Capricorn fam, so I can say it.
Yeah.
Here's a fun trivia fact that I skip 30 seconds if you don't want to hear a slightly spoilery thing. Okay, you're gone. Okay. Of all the returnees in Comeback series, she is both the highest placing originally and post-return. So that's interesting. She's kind of the most successful of the returnees. In October 2015, she was ranked by Cosmo as one of the most successful contestants in Top Model franchise history. And in 2018, she was ranked among the top 50 working models in fashion by models.com. In 2017, she married photographer Robbie Masterson, and sometimes she's Leela Goldcool Masterson, and they have 2 children. Right after the show, she signed with Next Model Management in every city, LA, Miami, Milan, New York, and Chic Model Management in Sydney, and someone else called M4 Models, which I haven't heard of until now. I mean, I think even casual fans of the show know that Leela became very successful. What was interesting to me and what I'm going to highlight is she does a lot of runway, which is very interesting considering her time on the show.
I think what's very suspicious about that, not in a bad way for Leela, but that at the beginning of the season, we were explicitly told that Leela had a good walk.
Good walk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think what happened was they got into her head about it.
Yes. I think so too.
She walked during fashion weeks in New York, London, Milan, and Paris, including, and this is a limited list, I just did the biggest ones I had recognized.
Right.
Alexander McQueen, Balmain, Chanel, Fendi, Dolce & Gabbana, Hermes, Gautier, Marc Jacobs, Moschino.
Moschino.
I love my Moschino
Magnetic.
cherries. Oscar de la Renta, Prada, Roberto Cavalli, Valentino, Vera Wang, and Versace. She's been in editorials for Harper's Bazaar, Marie Claire, Numero, VW, and the American, Italian, Korean, German,
my God.
and Mexican versions of Vogue. 5
Dang.
Vogues. And so, yeah, I mean, there's so much more on Leela, but just know that I think we'll eulogize all 3 at once, I think.
Yeah,
is the better way to do this. But she is model. The noun and the verb. Kiara Bellin, Belen, and it's the Kiara Bellin. This is funny for something we said at the show. She lists herself as Los Angeles and Las Vegas.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
TNG Models, model coach, singer, I love that, and CEO of the Fashion Life Tour, which I didn't find too much on, but there was a lot on all 3 of these folks. Now, here's an interesting but devastating trivia fact that's not spoilery. You do not need to skip ahead. Apparently, they did a public voting on the 30 semifinalists, just in who we interested in, and Kiara was second to last. 29th. The internet hates Kiara during their time on the show, and I don't understand why. She's appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, LA Live The Show, and she even served as a judge on the reality show America's It Girl in 2014. Here's a kind of gossipy one, but I found this kind of fascinating. In 2019, she filed a lawsuit against Bravo and Ryan Seacrest Productions for airing an almost fully nude scene when she was in an episode of Shawls of Sunset. So I couldn't find more on this, except for just a TMZ-ish thing that was like, this happened, but I guess she was just fully nude in an episode, maybe in the background or something. I don't know.
like they were at a fashion show maybe, and she was getting in and out of clothes.
Yeah, but I couldn't find an update on it. I'd be fascinated if anyone can find more. But Slater Model Management and TNG Models. Interestingly, one of the very first gigs she had post-show was modeling with Janice Dickinson. And she ended up also getting invited to Janice's engagement party.
What?
I know! She's been in Avant-Garde, Los Angeles Fashion, LV Style Couture, and Flow. She's also modeled for Metropolitan Fashion Week, Tyra Beauty, Cecilia Cassini, Betty Page Clothing, Stallion Hair, and Zuli and Namaste. And she walked in LA Fashion Week in 2013. A lot of her recent stuff you'll find on Instagram. She's sporting hair that's very different from her time on Top Model.
I think she looks incredible.
I think she looks incredible. She's got kind of curlier hair now, if you're not interested personally in looking it up.
Like a more natural hairstyle.
It feels that way. And then let's jump into Laura real quick. She, amongst other things, shot a campaign with guests. So she did that.
I think it's literally those were real.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think those are real things. And also, she was in the June 2013 issue of Vogue Italia. She's also been in Sequel Sessions, Gleam, Kismet, Satellite, Santa Barbara Life and Style, CS Modern Luxury. She's modeled for Range Rovers, Whitney Eve, Urban Expressions Handbags, Rogue Eyewear, and Fit by LeBlanc. She also does a lot of acting, and it's very procedural. And she had a 12-episode arc on SWAT. And if you look her up on YouTube, that's mostly what you're going to get is clips of her character on that. She went back to the brunette. And I'll say her acting in the limited clips that I saw of her character on SWAT were quite good. And honestly, I think she lives in a world of acting, and that seems to be what she's continuing to do so, is she went a little bit more, because I think the modern soap is like procedural dramas in some way.
Yeah.
And I think that's where she lives. Just like Tyra said, it's a TV star and a model. And now you. Here's a gossipy thing about her. Vanderpump. I don't know anything about Vanderpump Rules. Preface. Vanderpump Rules star Stassi Schroeder.
Oh, I know about Stassi.
Yeah. Who I think, I don't know much. I don't know anything to be clear.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I
much.
basically know nothing.
Revealed on her podcast that her boyfriend Patrick was cheating on her with Laura around the time of season 3 of Vanderpump Rules. And I don't know anything about that, but I confirmed that with 2 things that she did say it on the podcast. Which is wild. And I only mention it because it's like, not to shame Laura, but it's like a weird fact. But yeah, so they're all doing stuff. Laura definitely seems to have gone more in an acting direction. Leela is known as one of the most successful post-show models. And also, I think we have some people who are Winnie, Niall, etc., who are coming up who are post-show model plus blank in the public eye and well-known. I think
pop
Leela
culturally
is,
successful.
I think Leela's just model. And that, I don't
yeah.
say that as a criticism. I think that's what her career almost exclusively is, from what I can tell.
To eulogize the 3 of them, it just feels, I don't know. It's, as we were saying, it's a bit of a strange top 3.
Yes.
Not from like a story perspective from what we were shown, because I think a lot of it was they had to like back edit a lot of this stuff, but just from like how it all ended up at the end. And we kind of talked about it, like Leela I don't think is like leaves much of an impression as a contestant on me, and then Kiara's journey was wild, and then Laura, I guess from a podcasting standpoint, was the best because she just kept trying to create story for the show. Like
Laura was the best to make jokes about.
Yeah.
Yes,
Easily.
for sure.
She gave us the material, and I love her for that.
I really came around on Kiara by the end of the cycle.
Yeah.
Kiara in the beginning, how she was edited and kind of
What she was giving.
Yes, was not as much fun, and then really seemed to be activated by Jamaica.
Yeah, she's the classic model goes abroad, that Eugenia flip, right? Where it's like, oh,
Sure.
this all clicked, and now for some reason something's happened. Maybe it's just the going different,
It's
getting out of
probably
that house.
a renewal.
And also like that challenge competency,
Yeah.
someone who clearly made a good impression in every professional setting she was in.
Yeah, did great at the Ghosties. I would have been very interested in a Kiara victory.
I would as well.
But again, it doesn't feel undeserved that Laura got it.
I just feel like, I think I mentioned a few episodes ago, that a Kiara victory, other than Tyra tanking her score at the end, felt like she was being pulled through the show.
Early
Not her
on.
fault.
Early on, yeah.
Yeah.
If Kiara had managed a really great 9 West photo,
Yeah.
I would have been all in for a Kiara victory.
Yes.
Yeah. because I
Even
think she was
if
the
it
best
had
of the
just been like
runway.
an okay 9 West
Mhm.
photo.
But that one
Unfortunately,
was
that photo was
so
bad.
bad.
It was just bad.
Yeah. To eulogize this season,
Yeah.
I gotta say, y'all, lost season, lost cycle of Top Model, I felt like a lead in a rom-com where I was having a ball having it all.
This was one of the most fun seasons to
It's our second
talk
chance
about.
romance with Top Model.
I understand just watching the cycles maybe not as fun, but there was so much newness
Mm-hmm.
to discuss and so much silly stuff. in a version of reality where we switched out Rob and Brian Boy,
Mm.
I'll keep Kelly.
Whatever.
Fine.
You need a villain. It's fine.
And you had other people. Let's say it's Miss J for Rob.
Mhm.
And it's Jessica Twitter for Brian Boy.
I wish.
Yeah. It's
Mr.
It's Vanessa Lachey.
Keep Johnny.
Brian Boy.
Let Mr. J go. Keep Johnny Wojcik forever.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, yes.
Truly the gift of the cycle.
I think there's a world where Cycle 19 was just great. Because talking about it was so fun.
Talking about it was fun. I will say, watching it was not always fun.
The way the social media stuff worked is
Sure.
so frustrating that I'm never gonna be fully on board.
Yeah.
Especially since they keep it.
Yeah.
Like if it had been like a one-off college/social media cycle, I think it could have been stupid fun.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I think the fact that we mostly ignored it, except when it was ridiculous, worked so much in our benefit. The fact that we were able to edit what we had to talk about
Sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
made this season fun.
I guess it's just
I wish we could have fixed it for them.
Yeah.
If we were pop culture time cops and we could
Yeah.
go back
Ooh.
and like fix the fan vote.
I want that job. Even
Right?
though,
a
like,
bunch of time cops.
a cab. All
Yeah, sure.
sure, but time cops?
Yeah.
At cab.
Yeah, I totally get that what you're saying, especially because it just showed that like social media and the internet's racist.
Yep.
But the goofy fan videos and getting to talk about them,
True.
them having to, I guess there was just so much correct stupid, if that can be a thing. Like the kind of
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
that's just fun to talk about. I had more fun. I'll say this. I had more fun talking about this cycle than All Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
And I would have never in a million years pre-podcast assumed that would be the case. And we've heard from listeners via every version of this, they were like, and this is high praise, but a couple of people have said, like, you've made Cycle 19 fun. And that's a
Tried.
big compliment because
It
it's the
is.
cycle that people are just like, no, thank you.
They're like, this is when I left and never looked back.
Just like Kristen, I left school and I hated it.
And if you've left school and hated us, what?
Ooh.
No, you love us. You should rate, review, and subscribe and tell us how much you do.
Pop culture time cops.
Pop culture time cops, fixing reality show mistakes. And go to podleadum.com or send us an email at podleadum@gmail.com. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
I'm on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on TikTok at JW Crump. Okay.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum everywhere, anywhere.
All
On
the
wall.
wares.
Wherever, whenever.
Meant to be together.
And for the last time this cycle,
The results are in.
The results are in. I have been Lex Basile Price.
I will be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
and it's never been closer, and the fan vote has never mattered more. I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.